Hi guys, it's Carisa. I am coming to you fresh faced, well not really very fresh faced, but I have no makeup on. It's because I am preparing to test out for you this NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette. As you can tell, I've already got my grubby little mitts in there. I've tried everything but the pink, just because I don't even tend to need that usually. Honestly, the first couple of times I tried it out, I was in a hurry, and I didn't really like it very much, to be honest. So I don't know if it is because of the formula, because of my application method, you know, like was I going too quickly? What I'm going to do just to kind of give it a fair shot is put on the foundation that I wear the most often, which is this Maybelline Dream Wonder foundation in color 15, which is ivory. And I'm going to use this as a contour palette mostly, just the way that I would any other kind of contour product. The only one that I really have it to compare to that I've used regularly is the Coastal Scents Eclipse palette, and this one has a much fuller range of colors. So here is the palette. I got it in the color light. I was torn because I felt like I could have easily used both the light and the medium for different reasons. But what I think I'm going to do is just go in where I have dark circles with the yellow, and I'm just going to apply that with my finger. I'm going to actually also put that where I have this redness under my nose. I have been sneezing so much today. So I'm going to put some of that yellow down, and I'm also going to take this color up here, this kind of beigey color, and I'm going to go around those areas so that I have something to sort of blend it with. It's really, really creamy. It's a really nice, smooth formula. It, you know, comes off on my finger really well. The problem that I felt like I was, let me just drop it on the floor. The problem that I felt like I was having was blending it with a brush wasn't going well. I'm going to just blend it with my concealer brush. It's still got some of my, or not concealer brush, my foundation brush, which still has some of my makeup on it. And I feel like that helps to blend any kind of contour or concealer out. That way the product doesn't all get sucked up into the brush either. And it also kind of helps blend in with the color that you just laid down. I think this is definitely going on better than it did. I wasn't generous enough with the product, first of all. I didn't put enough of it on. I think I'm going to take some of this color right here, this lighter color, and add some of that. I also initially used a small shading eyeshadow brush to dip into the palette with, and I think it's just like the Eclipse palette, and I don't like to do that, especially with my nails being longer, stick my actual fingers in the product, but I just think that that's the way to do it. I think that that's the best way, is to get, you know, warm the product up slightly with your fingers and just get in there and do it. So I'm just very lightly blending this through, and I'm going to take some more of this color here and create a little bit more of a highlight on my cheekbone there. And I just have a clean washcloth to wipe my fingers off on. Now it does feel, I am getting a little bit of that kind of, what's the word? Like tacky displacement. I don't even know how to really say it. You can kind of just see it. It looks a little bit chunky where it is. So I'm going to take a softened beauty sponge. Oh, it sounds all snotty. And down on the bottom here where I have some redness, I'm going to just cover that up a little bit with yellow. Now for some contouring, I'm going to go into that darkest color, and I'm just going to draw a stripe right underneath my cheekbone here where I would have the highlight, okay? And I'm going to put a dot of it here on my temple and a little bit up here by my hairline. Then I'm going to take this yellowy color right here that's next to it and put that right next to it for a little bit of a blending color. And blend that out. If you want a little bit more dramatic definition, you can go back in with that darker color and in a smaller section on the side or on your temple, wherever you feel like you have a wider point that you want to recess a little bit more, you can take a little bit more of that darker color and it builds really nicely. So, you know, don't be afraid if you feel like you want to add a little bit. You can do that. One last step that I would do is add a little bit more blending and depth to that contour. I like the Hoola bronzer for that by Benefit because it is matte. And just kind of give that a little bit more oomph and support that a little bit better. And blend it all the way up through. Just the littlest bit. This stuff is really potent. So there's a side-by-side comparison for you of what that looks like. I actually really like it a lot now that I gave it a real chance and wasn't trying to just layer it on top of what I was already wearing. I think that one of the things that I like the most about it is just how smooth it blends, and the fact that they give you so many colors that you can really, you know, work with your own skin tone. And if you have a little bit of pink or a little bit of yellow to your skin in different places, you can balance that out. I believe this is about $12. I don't normally order anything from NYX on their website because the shipping does take a while. Well, I'm letting my car warm up, and I thought it would be nice to show you guys a daylight view of this concealer. This is a lot more makeup-y than what my current routine for contouring and highlighting looks like. This is probably a much better nighttime product, or maybe even artificial light product, because now that I'm outside I feel like I don't care for it as much. It just looks makeup-y. A lot of that too I think is because I'm focusing on my upper lip, which I normally don't have to conceal so much because I normally didn't blow my nose 3,000 times before I have to put my concealer on. So I mean, from a distance it's gorgeous and it is very flattering, I think, but up close it's pretty makeup-y. I think I speak for a lot of women when I say though that some of what you're covering up when you're concealing would bother you more than looking like you have makeup on, because obviously there's only so much you can do about that with certain techniques and certain problems, especially things like redness and blemishes. So I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm gonna go brush off my car. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you soon.